Hola, soy RetroJules. ¿Qué pedo amigos? ¿Cómo está? It would seem that Mexico got under my skin. It was a brilliant holiday. We had an amazing time. Did I miss YouTube? No. Did I miss tanking? Nope. Did I miss my mobile phone and my PC? Nope. I think I need to move to a little remote Caribbean island somewhere and retire. But coming back home, getting back into YouTube, making a video and playing tanks again has been really welcome, and even more having the chance to talk to you. So this is a catch-up video. It's taken me this long to get round to making this video. It's a video of 3 parts. Part 1, it was the first World of Tanks game I played when I got back. Then we'll have a little interval and a chat about various things. And then there'll be part 3, which will be another bit of gameplay. So without further ado, let's crack on. So this was my first actual game after coming back from holiday. Not only did I have to apply an Xbox One update, I also had to apply a World of Tanks update. My first games are always crap. No matter how many days I've been playing for, the first game is generally rubbish. So coming back from holiday, I probably don't stand much of a chance of playing well at all. And it's a dreary, rainy south coast, a map I rarely do well on. So I'm off to do a bit of usual spotting and a very normal location on the map for me, and I look at our team. And Retro, you're out there on your own. Anything you spot is going to be pretty much of zero benefit right now. It might help when people see if you light up half the enemy, they'll know where they are. But your team are going nowhere very slowly. And that's the price to pay for half a team of triangles. 3 RT, 6 triangles is not going to make a good team. We are going to be super campy. Great. So what do? Do I go back to the cap? No. I'm staying out here. How much of a benefit is that? Well, not a lot, but then I'm looking at the rest of the team, and in all honesty, they're not going to be much of a benefit either. Even the heavies and the 2 mediums we've got are just sat up by the cap. Great. First post-holiday game, and I've got a super campy team. And I'm not going to blame the team for losing this game. Oh, oopsie, spoiler alert, we don't win this game. In fact, I don't stay in it to find out, but we didn't. Not blaming my team, just what do you do when you're a scout and you're out there scouting and your team don't move? Would you go back to the cap and just sit there with them? I would rather die trying than go back and just sit there. Maybe if I went back and sat there, they would defend the cap really well and I'd get some ideal flanking shots. I don't know, but we have not lit up the enemy. So maybe the enemy are being a little bit super campy too. Great. 2 campy teams. I really wish I'd stayed in the Caribbean, in Mexico. So I need to try and make the most of this dull, grey, rainy map. South coast of England, no doubt. Or maybe south coast of Wales, because they get a lot more rain than we do. And I guess I'm just going to sit here. There's a T10, Shaun the sheep. I wonder if the rest of the team will follow you, if they're going to be sheep. It would seem at the moment that T10 is all on its own. I'm not going to go in for it because I don't have any support. So it would seem that the enemy have snuck round the back door and we have our 2 heavies and a medium engaging them. The triangles, well, we've lost 3 triangles, and the remaining triangles and 3 squares are super campy. And nobody's going to come out here and help me. Kind of hoping that Artie might rain some shots in. Our guys have cleared the enemy at A1. And I'm just doing a little bit, hey, a little help. And Artie is on the case. So I'm just going to try and keep this T10 lit up. And maybe our Artie will clear up. Great shot, well done. Light tank spinning round at D8, taking on one of our TDs. And well, it's my first game. I'm kind of eager, a little bit bored, a little bit restless. Is that T10 on its own? Oh, do I get a shot on the light tank? No, light tank's down in the dip. I reckon that T10 is on its own, so I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I could go and take the T10 out and maybe head for Artie. I want to do something in this game. I've kind of lost a bit of patience with it, really. Really nice side shot in the side of the T10. And it's a one shot. Can't really resist. No, don't get a shot in the cupola. And, oh, Shaun the Sheep as a friend. And this is not the most agile of tanks for running away. While its speed is quite good, its turning circle is pretty rubbish. And I think I've got myself in a little bit of a pickle. No support. Probably shouldn't have done it. Maybe I should have ran back to the cap with my tail between my legs. And yeah, this tank doesn't auto-aim on the move very well at all either. It is not an accurate tank. It's quite a boshy gun on this. And I'm tracked and I die. And I'm the only member of the team at this stage in the game that made it halfway across the map. Well, I know I didn't play it brilliantly. I absolutely did not want to go back to the cap and just sit there. And, well, I didn't see this game through, but you'll not be surprised to know that we lost. And as is often the case, if your team are super campy, you very rarely win. Well, this is the in-between bit. So before I left you on holiday, I left you with a 24-minute video of 2 people sat on a beach listening to Radio Retro. Did I expect anybody to watch it all the way through? No, not really. Did I expect it to get many viewings? No, not really. But those of you who watched it all the way through realised, and thank you, when you got to the end, that I was giving some free stuff away. So, congratulations on the PS4 to Russell Headley, on the Xbox to KG16, Scrubbalicious73, Gulthans, Tanker Girl and Him, and Derpy Cat 105. Congratulations guys, the little competition at the end of the video to identify all 7 tracks in the video and name my favourite Jelly Baby. And 5 of you got it, so well done. You guys get 7 days of premium, 500,000 silver, 5 large repair kits, 5 large first aid kits, and 5 automatic fire extinguishers. So well done to you guys. And just want to mention about the Xbox Club. There's about 100 members now. It's ticking along quite nicely. And just wanted to say, if you watch this channel, and you want to keep up to date with things, talk to like-minded people, then come on over, join the Xbox Club, RetroJules, World of Tankers, join in, post your videos, find people to play with, and what I'm going to start doing now is doing like little updates in the community page, just so you know what I'm up to, and if I get any little bits of news from Wargaming as to where the game's going, and any little bits of glorious information like that. Also, there is an issue. So I got back from holiday, I updated my Xbox because there was an update to apply, and Game DVR has changed. I use Game DVR to record MP4 files to an external drive, which I then plug into my PC and make videos for you. Well, something has changed, and I've been in contact with Cosmic Carry just to make sure it was nothing stupid that I've done, and he's been tearing his hair out, and between the two of us, we couldn't really come up with a remedy. And what happens is if you put one of the new MP4 files, which is recorded via Game DVR, into a software suite, an editorial program, when you render that, the soundtrack is out from the visuals. For some reason, they separate and you cannot line them up. I've even turned an MP4 file into an MP3 file to overlay it back over the video, and the MP3 file is about 7 or 8 seconds longer than the actual video file, which means you just can't possibly match it up. So something is amiss. Cosmic Carry is going back to an old system of recording to get by. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on. I've already made a video and made a comment about this. If you guys find that these videos being out of sync are a real problem, then do let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on regardless and just wait for Xbox to fix this issue, because otherwise it's going to turn into a real faff, and it's a faff enough to probably make me think, oh, I'm not sure I want to make these videos, because it's just a bit of a nightmare now. So just thought I'd mention that to you guys. Keep an eye out. You may find some of the videos a little bit out of sync. If it's a real issue and you're really noticing it and it is spoiling your viewing pleasure, let me know straight away. Well, that's the interval over. Let's get back into the gameplay, and this was the second game that I played when I returned from holiday. It's not always just the first game that's crap for me. Normally, second, third, fourth and fifth can be pretty ropey too, but this was my actual second game I played. Coming back from holiday, in my trusty T100LT Soviet light tank at tier 10. And when you come back from holiday, or if you haven't played this game for a while, sometimes you come back with a fresh perspective. And I'm going to start this in a slightly negative way. I think Wargaming need to rein in the tank physics a little bit. Once upon a time, dashing around in your light tank at 60 kilometers an hour, jumping, flipping, rolling, was kind of hilarious. And now when I watch this tank surfing over rock hard snowdrifts, I think actually it looks a little bit stupid. And as much as I like the idea that tanks can roll over, you know, if you go up a rock face and you flip yourself over, I like that aspect, but I think generally light tanks in particular and very fast mediums look silly, and I don't think it does the games any favour. I know this isn't a tank simulator, it's never been a tank simulator, but for most of us it's an intelligent, strategic tank game, and I think this just kind of cartoonifies the tanks a little bit, and dare I say it, I think it's almost a little bit disrespectful to the amazing machines that are in this game. I'm sure Wargaming might be aware of this, and maybe they've done it for a reason. Maybe this game now appeals to a younger clientele. But surely, if you get to tier 10, you're pretty serious about this game, because it takes a long time to get there. Just an observation, coming back from holiday with a fresh head and watching this and going, I think it looks a little bit stupid. But my trusty T100 LT, I hadn't rolled this out for some time. Accuracy is pretty dreadful. It's not a sniping tank. But shooting on the move, when you're carrying vert stabs and various related aspects to your crew, which also enhance smooth ride, snapshot, shooting on the move is something this tank does very, very well. To the point that sometimes you might think, I can't believe that actually hit its target. But I'm not going to argue with that, because that's kind of why I like this tank. Racing around the map like a complete idiot, blasting off auto-aim shots is absolutely a style that suits me. So I decided to go yet again in my light tank to the far side of the map, not even remotely where the cap is. It's an encounter battle, it's pretty much in the middle. And I've got support from a couple of mediums, but I wasn't prepared because of where the cap is to try and go spotting there. I didn't think it was going to go well for me, so I thought I would come out here and try and catch the stragglers first. And so far, kind of got away with it. So my hands are up. I have not done any real effective spotting for our team in this game. And that shot clinches the M103 and I get my first kill. But I take a shot in the back and a second as a result. So you're going to be watching this game and I hope you're enjoying it and watching the physics. Do you think they're a little bit silly? Do you think they're just a little bit over the top and need to be reined in? And also, this is the second game you're going to be watching where this is one of the new MP4 files since the Xbox update and the soundtrack is not in sync. And it's really weird. At the start of the game, generally the soundtrack isn't that far out, and the longer the video length is, the further out the soundtrack seems to be. It's like it's stretched. But what I am going to do at the end of this, because where you really notice these games are out of sync, is when the ribbons come flying in. And what I've done in this video is I've actually re-edited the end of the video and turned the video into an MP3 file, and I've overlaid it so the ribbons actually fly in sequence. Because if I keep talking, maybe you won't be watching or listening out for the sound being out of sync so much, and it won't make such a difference. But do let me know if it is a real viewing problem for you. There is a way around it, and that would be for me to actually play this game first on my PC, record the game screen as it plays, and then use that file. But time is restricted these days, and that involves an awful lot of work, and means making a video is a lot much. Sorry, get my words out in a minute. It's a much longer process. So, 3 tanks spotted, 6 damage ribbons, 3 critical, 1 tank destroyed. It's very even as far as the teams are concerned. There's that Conqueror, and the idea was to throw it off the scent completely, come all the way around the map, and hopefully get a flanking shot, which worked. That is what I love about this tank. Its amazing ability to relocate. Unfortunately, this tank, because it's so low, doesn't flip easily. Had this been a Rheinmetall, the tier 10 German light tank, it would have flipped over God knows how many times, because that tank is so top heavy with the cannon right in the very top of the turret. I have found that tank rolls over and flips a lot. And I haven't played it much. It's a tier 10 I never really did an unboxing of. Don't even know if I'm going to, because I don't even play it. Right, T49 up top. Doesn't even know I'm here. There you go, here I am, look, nudge. Yeah, here. I'm here. Hello. No, absolutely oblivious. Now I think it knows I'm here. And this is the best tank you could be in for a game of cat and mouse, because they're shooting on the move. And see, it's not just Retro that drives up rocks in panic, it's other players do it too. Kill number 3, 12 damage ribbons. For a second game for Retro, fresh off holiday, although when this video comes out that will be a couple of weeks ago, but that's when I played. Absolutely not bad, and there would be one thing that would make this game perfect for me, and that would be that red square on the top line, where there you are, you little bugger. Ah, just hides itself while I'm going in. It's worth suiciding for. I'm gonna go in and find that arty. There it is, one shot on the move. Does the second shot involve an auto aim too? Absolutely it does. And arty is taken out. That for me was a lot of dancing and prancing around in a relatively empty area of the map, but our team had it sorted. We get a victory. 43,000 silver, 10,500 XP with submissions. I think that was the stringed ops. 3,700 damage, and Retro comes top. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first dreadful game. I hope you didn't mind me doing a little interval, just giving you an update. And I hope you enjoyed the second game too, dancing around with my out of sync MP4 files. Just while I've got your attention, Cosmic Carry, if you're listening, I watch your videos and you've just gone down with chicken pox. I really feel for you. I had chicken pox in my early 20s. It is not a nice disease to get when you are an adult. As a kid, you'll just have itchy spots. As an adult, you get the flu with it. You will feel terrible, covered in blisters. I even had them in my mouth and under my feet when I had it. So Cosmic Carry, get well soon, mate. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.